Welcome back. Let's find out if we've gotten anything wrong so far. For that, we go to TV's Andy Levy. Andy, were you even vetted when you got this job at Fox News?
Greg, let's just assume I was and move on, shall we?
Okay. MoveOn.org, you mean?
Wow.
Think about it.
Yeah. I read your resume.
Takes me back to 2002 when that joke was funny. Greg Alog, Obama's healthcare address. Greg, you listed people who are currently on the bad side of the White House, old folks, Tea Partiers, Limbaugh, Dick Cheney. Then you said there's a certain cable network you won't mention.
Yes.
What has HGTV done now?
No. It was Hallmark.
Really?
How dare they?
Wow.
How dare I can only take so many Bonnie Bedelia made-for-TV movies.
Yeah, those Nora Roberts things really got you.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Also, at the end of your Greg Log, you said, quote, and then someone had to step up and say, hold on there, pal, and that someone is America. And then you said, didn't see that coming, did you? And I have to say, I did not. I thought that someone was going to be Hitler.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I put Hitler away. A lot of people didn't understand the whole Hitler thing.
Really?
Yeah, the fact that I was parroting the left.
Oh, they thought it was an homage to Hitler?
Yeah, when I was parroting the left, the way the left always used
Well,
to
you
compare
would
people
wear
to
the
Hitler.
little mustache and goose step all over the set.
I
It was
gave that up.
cray-cray.
How dare you?
Hey, Jim, when does America's First Bub come out?
America's First Bub is actually coming out page by page in leaflets.
Really?
And let's all pretend we didn't notice the fact that my shirt is uncomfortably open.
Yes.
And I'm dressed like the father in The Wanderers. I really am disgusted with my chest showing.
Congressman Veruca Salt is, of course, not the Speaker of the House. But Nancy Pelosi says she believes that a public option will be essential to passing a bill in the House of Representatives, while Senate Finance Chairman Max Baucus says he can't even get a public option out of his committee. So what's going to happen?
Probably nothing. It's going to be interesting to see who wins that little debate between the House and the Senate. Public plan, government takeover, or will Veruca Salt be able to check her ego and allow the Republicans to actually participate like the Senate will?
So we got Veruca Salt in the House, and then is it Dirty Harry in the Senate?
Yes. Well, he wishes. He is from Vegas.
Yeah, exactly. Greg, thanks during this segment for pointing out that the original Willy Wonka was better than the remake. It really advanced the story.
I thought it did. Yeah. I started thinking when he mentioned Veruca Salt, I literally tuned out and started thinking about the original.
I know. You got that faraway look in your eyes.
I know. I was just kind of like, I only have to do this show for like 45 minutes, and I've already lost my train of thought thinking about Gene Wilder.
Yeah. Juliet, you pointed out that Bill Clinton addressed Congress far earlier in the healthcare reform process than Obama is. That worked out really well, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. All right.
I don't remember back then.
Yeah. Really? Right. Greg, you said that Obama told his critics to get out of the way on August 3rd. It was August 7th. Stop your smears and lies.
Oh, my goodness. You caught me on this one.
Yes.
But who's to say that 1 week is any different, really?
I don't see days.
I don't see days.
Yes.
I don't see weeks.
Father Time.
Yeah, you're timist is what you are.
So Vice President Biden, among others, says Obama's speech will lay out, quote, in understandable, clear terms what our administration wants to happen with regard to health care and what we're going to push for specifically. And if Joe Biden says something, you know it's either completely untrue or accidentally totally honest.
Yes.
Van Jones resigns, was never vetted. No one's looking on the bright side of this for Obama. By trading in his van, he's now eligible for the Cash for Clunkers program.
Nice, Andy.
Also, it turns out that Jones's resignation statement was actually him writing a letter to himself about how he could help the president.
Wow.
So I think that's nice.
Ah.
Christian couples sharing email and social networking accounts, and I'm sure none of them has a secret separate account anywhere.
Yeah. Or one at work, perhaps.
Yeah, exactly. Congressman, you said that your wife looks at your email and your Facebook account. I noticed you did not include your Twitter account.
Oh, yeah, I don't think she has the code to that one.
Oh, interesting.
The password to
Really?
that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Any particular reason for that, Congressman?
Well, I don't want to say right here, but yeah, I need to keep my tweets about the Husker games and practices secret.
Is Husker Games a euphemism?
I don't know.
Not in my
Huskers
world,
does sound
man.
like something
Yeah,
a little
that
like.
doesn't sound
Like
good.
Hustler.
Yeah.
No, it's
Huskers
just
are the
that my
order through the
obsession
mail.
for the Huskers is well known.
Bill
What's that?
gets that confused. He likes Husky games.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
Sounds
lastly,
like HBO or Showtime
Exactly.
movie.
lastly, Jim, you asked who buys those T-shirts, like the one that says FBI Female Body Inspector. Have you ever walked around Times Square during the summer?
Yeah, they really are. Sometimes you just really just wish something would fall on people. Who's laughing at that shirt? I'm with stupid. Dude, you're nuts.
I like the shirt, the one that says "I'm with stupid" with the arrow pointing down.
Well, yeah, that's a good one.
Very
Yeah,
clever.
I mean, look, I stand corrected. There are some that are very amusing. I just want to point at someone's shirt one time to make them go, until they take it off.
I am done.
Thank you, Andy. See you at the back end of the show.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me welcome back our guest, Juliet Huddy, Fox News Channel anchor. She's so hot, she gives the sun a Juliet Huddy burn.
Wow.
Nebraska Congressman Lee Terry, he knows filibusters like I know feather dusters. And comedian Jim Norton, if brains were ketchup, I'd squirt him on my burger. All right, today, President Obama gave his address to students across the country, and not a note was passed, nor a spitball cast. So what did the coolest teacher this side of Gabe Cotter have to say to our nation's sniveling, pointless runts? Probably stay in school, followed by don't leave school, and of course, school is important. And then he read from the Quran and swore his life to communism. Wow. No, I kid, that really didn't happen. Let's take a look at some of the actual highlights, actual highlighters.
So today, I want to ask all of you, what's your contribution going to be? What problems are you going to solve? What discoveries will you make? What will a president who comes here in 20 or 50 or 100 years say about what all of you did for this country?
It would be great if we just kept going, nothing. You people do nothing. You're dirtbags. All you do is play video games. Anyway, in a nutshell, Obama spoke of the importance of individual responsibility, working hard and studying hard and so on, which raises the question, why is it whenever a liberal talks to kids, they only tout conservative values? What, no special thanks to welfare, sex ed, or affirmative action? Regardless, I know one very hairy truant who missed the whole thing. No wonder he's 14 and still illiterate, just hanging out at the pool halls. Hey, Congressman, there was nothing wrong with that speech. I think, people are saying that the right was pissed off about the speech, but weren't they more pissed off about the lesson plan as opposed to his speech, which we all knew we all knew what we were going to get from the speech?
Yeah, the speech was pretty lame. It was something that if Ronald Reagan gave, which he did, grandfather talking, that's great. But what the right was worried about was the lesson plan about our parent-in-chief, the president, trying to tell us or work through the kids to try and work in his liberal agenda. And I think they changed the speech because once that started coming out, they had to back off and actually give the speech out. So maybe he got caught.
They gave it, and then they also had to drop the whole instruction part of the handbook, which said write a letter.
Write a letter
to yourself
saying how you can help Obama.
Yeah.
Like we are all his subjects, and it's for us to work for the czar. I'm sorry, president.
Juliet,
the czars work for him.
I know you like the speech. Go ahead.
I did, but what is wrong? I mean, with all due respect, what is wrong with asking your nation's school kids, what can you do to help the president? The president is supposed to be, isn't he supposed to be the one that we respect? He's the leader of our country.
Juliet, I'll tell you exactly what's wrong with it. If we didn't focus on this, what would the GOP have to whine about? Ask yourself that.
Aren't we supposed to revere the president? I mean, I know it's kind of broken down in the,
but the
the
thing
last
is,
30 years,
but the thing is, I mean, he comes and speaks and you have a discussion about it. But that handbook was a little heavy-handed, no pun intended. It just seemed a little, it was like, write a letter to yourself about how you can help the president. I don't know. It just seems a little sticky, but I don't know. Jim,
I think he's talking about the office and about the idea. It's like, you love God and country. I don't have a problem with that. It's like you can pick at Obama for certain things, but an inspirational speech to a bunch of school kids.
I thought the speech was good.
If it became political and if there were political undertones, and the fact is that he did have a chance to basically edit the speech prior to,
I thought it was a good speech. I'm just making a distinction between the speech and the handbook. The handbook, even the White House conceded it was a bit much.
Well, I didn't know about the handbook until you just said that.
Yeah.
So I am not properly informed.